I've had a love-hate relationship with The Walking Dead for a few seasons now, and I didn't review last season because I've been a bit upset with the shady things AMC has been doing, and also the fact that they're just fucking up a series I absolutely love. But I feel like it has to finally be said, AMC, you need to know when to put down a wounded animal. Now is the time, AMC.
Just look at the flowers.
Look at them. Let's not pretend like The Walking Dead is doing great. I can look at my main demographic on this channel, and you guys are mostly 25 and up, and also, you know, you're book nerds. That doesn't say that in the analytics. I just know you guys are. So I know you're smart enough to at least be able to Google and look at the ratings and viewership for The Walking Dead. It isn't great. The Walking Dead isn't doing great. Viewers and ratings are dropping more and more. And why shouldn't they? How many years can you only have 3 to 4 good episodes per season? The season premiere, the mid-season finale, the mid-season premiere, and then the finale. The other 12 episodes, they're full of the most boring, stupid, unwatchable bullshit. I'm serious, I could use generic sentences to pretty much link every season together. Let's try one. Remember when that group didn't get along with that other group that one season? Yeah, me too. So if you don't want to cancel the show, AMC, just drop it down to 10 episodes, because clearly you can't handle 16. At one point you have to realize your viewers are gonna get tired of alternating between Rick crying.
Please. Okay, Rick.
And Rick telling people, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
And how many times do we have to listen to a super loud monologue outside where I guess there's these creatures that like to kill living people and munch on them, and allegedly they're attracted to noises. But I guess AMC did solve the problem of us getting tired of alternating between Rick crying and Rick telling someone he's going to kill them, because Rick's leaving next season. Yeah, in case you didn't hear, Andrew Lincoln, the actor for Rick, is leaving after 6 episodes next season. Meaning he's likely going to die in episode 6 of next season, just so AMC can be all, look at us, aren't we so edgy and out of control? Anyone can die in this show! Yeah, AMC, we know that. Especially if the character has 0 development or you give them 10 minutes of development. Then they're definitely gonna die. We got that when you gave Beth one of the worst arcs ever and actually made her into a good character, and then gave her one of the stupidest deaths. We got that when you killed Carl in one of the also stupidest, most drawn out ways possible. We know anyone can die. Instead of going for shock value, how about substance? But you know, they don't actually have to kill Rick in episode 6. Maybe Rick goes off alone or with Michonne, who probably is leaving too because she's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, and why does she want to be held back in this dumpster fire of a show? So they decide after losing Carl, they just can't be in the group anymore. They need to leave. They need to strike out on their own. That would be great, even though it's kind of weird after Rick's speech last season.
We were walking side by side, but you were bringing me somewhere. Bringing me here. Bringing all of us to the new world.
But hell, in episode 6, they could have them leaving, and then we could have a flash forward to Rick and Michonne old and surviving on their own with Rick's bastard child of his wife. You know, happily ever after, whatever. But you want to know what? If you're going to do that, we should just end the show with the final season. Just have Rick go off, have him do his own thing, or just somehow bring closure to it. I don't even know why you're thinking about continuing on The Walking Dead without Rick. And this could be the perfect time to end The Walking Dead TV show. They beat Negan, the big bad, and now they're going to create a beautiful civilization, and we have a jump forward at the end of this next season and just show everything's great. But you know, The Walking Dead could still be salvaged even without Rick. I hate to say that. But The only other character that is interesting is also going. Maggie's actress is also leaving after 6 episodes next season. AMC, you got rid of someone that basically is becoming a supervillain and would have been really awesome to see her descent.
But Rick and Michelle, Rick was wrong to do what he did. So we're gonna bide our time, wait for our moment, and then we're gonna show him.
What was last season's ending even about now? You guys are a complete shit show. So the reason why Maggie's actress is going is because they didn't want to pay her to stay. They didn't want to pay the aspiring supervillain to stay. Whatever. You want to know who they did want to pay to stay? You know who they're shelling out $20 million to so he can be the new leader of the group? Daryl. Man, I cannot wait to hear him grunt through the next season and also have that shitty, greasy, long hair covering his face. Because in the apocalypse, visual impairments aren't a big deal, I guess. Tell you what, AMC, if you manage to get Norman Reedus to pull back his greasy, disgusting hair, I'll watch 1 season as him as the leader. I don't even know why AMC thinks this is a good idea. Daryl is not a leader. He's not a main character. He is a side character. He is a supporting character. Maybe the first few seasons he was in The Walking Dead, he could have developed into a leader, but AMC, instead, you took his character and you just drove it into the fucking ground. Maybe you can reverse that. I doubt it. But let's be optimistic for a moment and assume that through his grunts, somehow he brings something new to the series. Maybe he can do something that Rick can't. Maybe this is a new chapter for The Walking Dead. Perhaps everyone else gets massacred and only Daryl survives and he goes off on his own on a motorcycle just like that other show Norman Reedus does that I don't watch. But I know there's a motorcycle with it, so you don't even have to buy new props or whatever for this. AMC, you can save a few bucks. We know how you love to do that. AMC, you know when you kept hearing and seeing people say, if Daryl dies, we riot? You took the completely wrong message from that. And part of me really wants to be paranoid and think that AMC is doing this because they want to get rid of the main comic book characters because they think us comic lovers of The Walking Dead are giving them low ratings or giving them shit. So we're seeing Rick, Maggie, Carl, Michonne maybe, all going to pave the way for them to do whatever the fuck they want without the comic influence, which you're already doing. I don't know why you think this is a big deal if that's what you're doing. And with them gone, you're still gonna have the same problems, AMC. I don't know why you think this is going to magically solve anything for you. You're still gonna have characters making really poor decisions this far into the apocalypse, shit writing, just terrible pacing and storyline. And it's gonna get worse because the lower your ratings and viewership is, the less money you're going to get to make this show, and we know how well you do with reduced budgets. Not well. Just make Fear the Walking Dead the new Walking Dead. Seriously, move Daryl over to Fear the Walking Dead and then put Fear the Walking Dead in the normal Walking Dead time slot. Just do it. Now let me tell you why they're not going to cancel The Walking Dead and why this show is going to get even worse. Because there are those that love every fucking minute of this show. Every fucking minute. It doesn't matter how bad the dialogue, how paper thin the character development is, or how redundant and stupid this show gets. AMC could piss in those people's faces and they would applaud it. It's going to entertain enough people that don't care about quality or standards, who just want to mindlessly watch this show for 16 episodes every season. And if you don't think it's true that people will just blindly follow something they like regardless of how bad it gets or how that thing treats them, whoa, you are in for a rude awakening about how people work. And if you're one of those people that absolutely love The Walking Dead and will defend it with your last breath, that's cool. Rock on. Keep watching the show. You're keeping a lot of people employed, so good for you. You want to know what? I'm going to review the next season. I think we're going to have a blast.